Hello, hello. It's Stacy from Stacy Wells Artistry, and I'm doing my first video of the day today. Still dealing with my frustrating table here. I'm gonna try. I'm just trying to brace it some way so I can just work with it for now, because right now everything wants to run off the end of it or off the side. I don't even know how it's tilted exactly. I know it's tilted towards the camera side, and it tries to run off that way. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I'm doing a flip cup today. 4 cups. I got lots of paint, plenty of paint. More paint than I needed probably, but I got excited. Sometimes I do that when I'm mixing paint. I just can't decide on my colors, and you know, before you know it, I got too much. But I'd rather have too much than not enough, and it gives me the opportunity to be real picky about what I want to keep. See, that didn't work very well. And what I want to pour off. So anyway, well, I did good. I didn't spill the last one like I usually do. I'm not sure what embellishment I'm going to use today. I have this gray and sort of bluish gray one. And then there's this blue one right here. I don't know. I've got them. And then I've got this whole bag full right here of little bitty stones. I've got some butterflies. I've got all kinds of stuff over here. And I don't know which one I'm going to go with. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Texas. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And I appreciate you joining me today, as usual. I'm happy when anybody joins me. I love doing this so much. And making videos just seems like the likely extension of enjoying something so much. You want to share it. Let's see what we got here. And I always do. Okay. I've gotten to where I feel strange making something if I'm not videoing it now, because I'm kind of used to having the camera around, and I'm used to that. I don't know about y'all, but I think that's looking really beautiful so far. I love those colors. I'm not sure which one of those embellishments is going to go the best with it. Probably, well, I don't know. We'll see. Is that a bubble or is that smudge? It's a bubble. Oh, come on, torch. Me and this torch, I swear. We go round and round. It doesn't want to start half the time. I don't know why. It's not old. It has fuel. I don't know why it does that. It just does. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. Those gold cells coming through. I'm not sure about all the colors. I've got pale blue. I've got these are all your Master Touch or Liquitex. I've got a pale blue. I've got Master's Touch Phthalo blue. I have Deco Art Pearl. It's a metallic white. I have Winsor & Newton Deep Turquoise, which in this particular case is also a metallic because I accidentally poured it on top of my Deco Art Pearl at first. So I had to make some more pearl. So you can see the Deep Turquoise is a metallic in this particular case, which is not such a bad thing. It's beautiful. It's just, you know, I just made a mistake. I didn't see that white in there. I've done that before. Not seeing the white in there in the cup and poured something else on top of it. Yeah, I've done that. Anyway, I'm loving how this looks. It's very beautiful, I think. Of course, I'm a sucker for the blues and greens and gold. I love those colors. Pretty much any way you want to put them together, I'm going to like it. But I think this is really beautiful. Let's see what other colors are in there. Deco Art 24 karat gold, because that's my go-to gold. It always has been. Long before anybody found out about making gold cells, I was using it as my gold. Up here in Hickville, USA, it's the only place I can, the only I mean, Hobby Lobby is the only place I can go, like actually go to a store to buy paint, and they have it, and the Master's Touch. They have some Liquitex, and that's why I started using it. I found it there a long time ago when I was on the hunt for a good gold. You know, you gotta have a good gold, and I had been using I don't remember what I was using before that. Probably Deco Art regular gold or some other form of Deco Art gold, some other metallic. Anyway, when I found those in the tubs, I thought, well, they're a little more expensive, and but I thought, you know, that's a really brilliant gold, and it really is. They also have another one that's just plain gold. It's not 24 karat gold, and to be honest with you, I can't really tell the difference. I don't know if it makes gold cells like the 24 karat does. I think I've tried that, but I can't remember what happened. I have to do it again. This is gorgeous, y'all, I think. I'm just trying to pour a little bit of this paint off because I had so much paint on here. I don't want it to craze. I'm always talking about crazing. Y'all think I'm obsessed with it, probably, but I just hate it. And I haven't had it happen in a long time, but there was a period when I was first doing this where it seemed like everything I did crazed. And so I got kind of paranoid about it, I guess. And I don't think anybody truly knows exactly what causes it. I believe that if your paint is too thick, it can happen. And I believe that if you have too much paint left on the canvas, it can happen. Other than that, I don't claim to be an expert about anything, but I know for me, looking back, the times that I was having trouble with that, I think my paint was probably too thick and I was leaving too much of it on the canvas. That's part of it. So let's see here. That little thing. There's this one, which would be pretty, but this one is the one I made it for, right there. I don't know though. I don't know if I'm gonna use that. That may do better on a. That's gonna do better on an earth tone piece. It's got some earth tones in it, and I didn't really put a bunch of them in here. Anyway, it's beautiful. I love these cells over here on the side. Really unusual looking cells. Those are beautiful. And of course the 24 karat never disappoints. I'm always happy with it when I use it, and I use it in almost everything. I mean, I love gold. I love how it works. Love that shimmer that it gives the whole piece, even not the parts that are not actually gold. It makes the whole piece just kind of shine. I just think it's really beautiful. There's some unusual cells in this piece. It's beautiful. I'll have to put that in the description. Unusual cells, and that lacing on both sides. I love that. I've been working on glass today, and I just had to have a break from it. I love doing glass. I love painting. I love doing both of them. But when you've been doing one solid for a couple of hours or so, it's kind of nice to do the other for a little bit. Get your creative energy recharge, so to speak. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. Well, I'm very happy with this, y'all. Very happy. Let y'all have a closer look, and I want to show you two that I did yesterday that are now dry. 3. This is a resin piece I did yesterday, and it's now dry. I'm sorry about the glare. I can't do anything about that. And this piece I did yesterday, and I just love it. And it dried very pretty. And this is another resin piece I did. One of the little pop-up shop things I have, or people that are wanting to feature my work, is a lady that is opening a new store, and she wants pinks, and so I did some pink. Okay, y'all have a look. Oh, I think that's so pretty. I do a lot of pieces that I like. I don't have a lot that I love, but I love that one. These cells over here are just really interesting, I think. And they're deep. They have several layers of paint, you can see. Set 2 of the blues. You can see 2 different blues in those cells. That's really cool. I was going to talk about mixing paint because I don't do that on camera. And I was just going to say that the way I mix mine is I put the paint in, put 1 part paint, 1 part white PVA, then I add my water. And I spritz it from a water, an old Windex bottle. So I can deliver just a little bit at a time, because you don't want to add too much at a time. It'll clump up the paint and make it longer stirring time. And not to mention that when I stir very vigorously and for a long time. And I tend to slosh it out of the cup if I put the water on last, because it sits on the top and I tend to just slosh it all over the place. So I put it in. I think it dissolves better, and it, just for all of those reasons, I put it in right after the glue, and then I mix that really good before I add the Floetrol. After I mix it really good with the glue and the water, then I put the Floetrol in, and then I mix again, and I add any additional water, which usually I don't have to add any more, or not very much anyway. That way, you don't have problems with your water adding and clumping and all of that, and I don't slosh water all over the floor and lose my water and all that stuff. And it just makes for an easier mixing, and I find that I don't have clumps and schmutz and pieces of stuff, and it makes a thorough stirring, because you stir real good both times. And like I said, I do it for a long time, and I'm very, very vigorous and thorough. But I just wanted to mention that when I'm done, I want to be able to drizzle it off the stick and it sit up on the surface of the paint for like 2 seconds. I want to be able to count to like 2 and still see a ribbon of it. They say warm honey. I guess that's right. Except for on open cup pours, and I like them to be thinner. But I like it to be where if I stick the stick in it, it's going to fall over, but not immediately. I just wanted to say a little word about that, since I don't measure and I can't tell you exactly how much paint is on this canvas, because I feel like that's cooking or chemistry class or some ungodly thing, and I don't want to revisit those experiences. So I think, to me, that takes the fun out of it. It takes the spontaneity out of it, and I have learned to eyeball how much of each thing I need and what the consistencies need to be, and I can tell from how it looks and how it stirs if the consistencies are right. And I will say this, consistency is the biggest part about this as far as I'm concerned. If your consistency are the same, you're off to a good start. No matter what they are, obviously, unless they're really, really thick or really, really thin. But I'm saying if you're in the realm of close to being warm honey, and you're all the same consistency, then you should have a good pour. I just want to say a little bit about that, because I don't talk much about it, and I don't show that on camera, because I know nobody wants to watch me stir paint for 20 minutes. So, anyway, I just wanted to mention it. Well, y'all have a wonderful day. It's beautiful out there, and I totally appreciate y'all being here. Everybody that watches is so precious to me, since I'm just started doing this, and, it's nice to know that somebody's paying attention, or, cares, or whatever. Anyway, I appreciate you being with me. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll post some more videos today, and, I post them every day. So, if you're interested in my content, there'll be plenty more to come. I appreciate you.